I hope this video finds you having a good week. Truly a wonderful time to be in the North Woods, if that's where you're at. If you're joining us anywhere else in the country, we'd absolutely love to hear from you. It is Tuesday recording this, and we just have an absolutely gorgeous day outside with the sun just making things so much warmer and brighter, and that's kind of where I want to go. Just in case you may not be aware, this weekend is daylight savings, and this is the one obviously that we fall back, and so we get if you will, an extra hour of sleep, and yet understanding that this is supposed to be the last time that we fall back, that come next year, they're not going to continue to do daylight savings. And just in case you didn't know, the idea of the daylight savings was basically aligning the waking hours to daylight hours to conserve candles. That was proposed in 1784 at that time by Benjamin Franklin. And obviously the idea behind that, the idea even today with daylight savings, is to have more sunlight, to have more sunshine. And we know here in the North Woods that as we get into winter, that we kind of crave those days when the sun is shining, because it truly can have a lot of overcast, cloudy days ahead. And therefore the idea to have more sunlight, or to have the sun come up earlier would, if you will, and allow kids to be outside when it's lighter, to, if you will, even to reduce seasonal depression. The physical light, the sun, is absolutely necessary for physical life. The earth certainly would change very rapidly if there were no longer any sunlight. With that idea, the same is true in our spiritual life. We talked this past week about the light being the light in the world. And the spiritual light, which John tells us is Jesus, in John chapter 8, verse 12, Jesus is speaking, and he says literally that I am, important two words, I am the light of the world. That is who Christ is. We understand that from what we looked at in Luke chapter 11, the last part of 11, that because he is the light, that light should shine in us and make a difference in our life. Jesus is literally claiming that he is the exclusive source of spiritual light, that there is no other source of spiritual truth to enlighten us is available from anyone else. He is the light. He brings light into our life. And so the emphasis here is maintaining in our lives, what we looked at Luke chapter 11, is maintaining a credible and obvious witness to the world around us. A witness that shows that light living in us, a witness that we are God-honoring and faithful to who he is. And again, you think of the world we live in. It is a dark place at times and in situations. But even in those dark places, when the light shines, it truly can draw people to that light. And that is my challenge to you, is if you are literally in a dark place now, whether that's in a relationship, if that's at your work, if that's in the culture around you, be the light that Jesus can put on a hill to shine brightly. That means that we are showing love and kindness and gentleness when that is not evident. That we truly are drawing people to the source of our salvation. I do want to encourage you, kind of as a follow-up, if you will, to this devotional, to go and read, if you can right now, Psalms 19. It's interesting in Psalms 19, where the psalmist starts out, says, the heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the works of his hands. It goes on there and just talks about God's creation and literally the importance of the sun, of the light in God's creation. And so that light should draw us to him. But then it switches gears quite appropriately to verse 8 in Psalm 19, where it says, the commands of the Lord are radiant, giving light to the eyes. And so we mentioned Sunday that the work of God and the Word of God should bring us to the light. And I encourage in your life to truly be that light around you, that folks are looking for what only Christ can bring, and that can and may come from you, the only person who can bring light in a dark situation. I encourage you to enjoy God's radiance in your life and to be that radiance to those around you. Thanks again for joining us. Have a wonderful week.